Hi, I'm Aalia Bleibel with Cancer Families One Day at a Time. I have the amazing experience of having had Celeste Smith, my good friend and cancer survivor sister, come down from Seattle and spend the weekend with me and my family. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to ask another fellow survivor and share with the women and families that come and visit our website her experience. And thank you so much, Celeste, for coming down, first of all. We appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun.
And wacky and ups and downs. And sharing our stories has been a big part of this weekend. So share with me a bit about your story.
I was diagnosed with stage 2A, grade 3 breast cancer in 2008, March of 2008. And I went through radiation, chemotherapy, and Herceptin treatments. And my complete treatment was about a year and a half, almost 2 years.
I think it's amazing that you talk about cancer being a gift in your life and there being an upside to cancer. Elaborate on that for me.
Well, it actually took me a very long time to realize that because it's so totally, I guess we'll call it, reorganized my life. And my priorities are very different now, and the way I live my life is very different now. I really want to move forward and work with women with cancer. Before this, I used to do a lot of charity work. I used to do I belonged to a lot of private clubs, and I was at a lot of committees and boards. And it was fun, but it really wasn't, it didn't have enough purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean. So, cancer has changed your life,
yes.
Right?
Yes, definitely.
Do now we talked about this, that, you're now in remission. You're 3 years out. Congratulations in remission,
Mm-hmm.
and that's amazing. You're done with pretty much cancer. Well, at least the treatment aspect of it. But you could really just focus on yourself. But yet you feel it's so important to reach out to other cancer patients and survivors. Why is that?
I went through my cancer by myself. I didn't have family, and I had friends. But if your friend hasn't had cancer, they don't understand. And so I took myself to all my treatments. I drove myself. The only things I didn't take myself were to my surgeries, for my port, and the lumpectomy. But I vowed that I would never ever let anybody go through that alone, and I would seek out women who had cancer and make myself available to them. Should they not want to be, involved with that, or they have enough family or enough support, that's not, that's fine.
Right.
But they would always know that they would never be by themselves.
Right. Oh, that's wonderful. No, it's really wonderful. So in a lot of sense, you feel cancer has changed the priorities in your life.
Definitely.
And do you feel that, how do you, if you had a woman who's here with cancer, any type of cancer, I know you're breast cancer in treatment or has been newly diagnosed, what would be your advice? What would be the thing that you would offer from your journey with this?
Well, I would probably have her speak of her journey and how she's feeling, because she's really just beginning her journey, and what her fears are, and what resources she has, and go from there and have her take from me what she needs. And that would be, I'm certainly not a physician or a psychologist, but I know what I went through, and I know how it felt, and I know the course of treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So I can certainly be supportive in that way. I would be willing to be someone's chemo buddy. I also wanted to have non-cancer days, because
Mm-hmm.
I got to the point, I got really tired of being having cancer 24/7. So it's like, I don't want to go to lunch. My girlfriends would take me to lunch, or we'd go to a movie, and then I didn't have cancer. I wasn't the cancer girl.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it kind of puts a label on you. And that's interesting that you say that too, because do you feel with cancer being kind of everywhere right now that there is could it become desensitized where people just kind of I see a pink ribbon now, okay, I know. Do you feel that it's going to become desensitized and people won't really understand the impact of what cancer does to our lives and what it's doing to the current community?
You know what I think? I think that it's so prevalent now, and it has touched so many families now, and people have seen firsthand the ravages of cancer, that they will be more sensitive to it because they'll know that their aunt or their sister or their dad or their brother had cancer, and they know what they went through. You know, they see the physical signs of that. So even if they don't feel the illness, they see the visuals, and so I would think it will make people more
more sensitive.
more sensitive.
Yeah, no, like more sympathetic to what's going on and want to make a difference. Because I think that so many people don't. I think that there's still a great number of people that don't realize it could affect their life. Because that their mother could get cancer, and then it's like you said, it's so prevalent, and it just does touch our lives. And when they hear of an aunt getting cancer, or a teacher getting cancer, or a hairdresser getting cancer, and it is becoming quite common. And I would hope that communities still work together and organizations still get together, because there's different facets of nonprofits and things like what we're doing. We're trying to help women battling, but there's organizations that focus on getting people to be preventable. Go to the doctor to prevent them finding out at stage 4 that they have cancer. So go to the doctor, see your doctor regular, get regular checkups. And then there's the people that are dealing with the diagnosis, the financial and the emotional things. I mean, what was the? I know it's not easy to say what was the biggest struggle for you, but I mean, how did it really? Cancer pulled the rug out from underneath you.
Well, I say now, cancer would have been a piece of cake if I had money.
Yeah.
That's my thing, because every day was a struggle. Every day was, do I have enough gas in the car to get to my treatment?
Right.
Do I have enough money to pay my bills? Because I wasn't working, of course.
Right.
And so it became very difficult. And so not only am I dealing with the disease, I'm dealing with bankruptcy, I'm dealing with foreclosure on my house, I'm dealing with, are they turning my water off? And that's why foundations like Cancer Families One Day at a Time are so important, because the little bit that you can do for someone, if it's pay their light bill or whatever it is, gives that person a little bit of a boost. That's one thing they don't have to worry about, and they can go on and be more productive.
Right. And I think it's so vulnerable for you to put out what you've gone through. You've gone through a lot, and you came from a very an affluent family. You had this very social lifestyle, and went from drinking tea in the afternoons to, okay, how am I going to get through the next day? And I think that's an amazing and vulnerable thing that you share with the community, because like you said, it can affect anyone. You can be strolling along in your BMW one day, and all of a sudden find, I'm dealing with cancer, and it's not fun, and you can't be prepared for it.
No.
There's no such thing as being prepared for cancer.
People think that they would be, but they're really not. And like you say, it was like you put me on the moon. I went, I don't know how to act. I don't know what to say. I don't know where to go for help. I don't know anything. And that's where reaching out to people and helping them and giving them that little boost. And maybe that's that one thing they don't have to worry about.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. What do you feel is in store for Celeste Smith?
I'm very excited. I'm working on a book, and the title will be Looking Inward, Moving Forward. And I'm going to touch on the beginning of my life, which was the affluent part of my life, and my cancer years. And then the fact that there was a time when I did not know. I was sitting on my couch one night, and I honestly did not know how I was going to get from here to here. I mean, I just saw this big black hole. And I did come through it, and I came through it successfully, and I came through it to want to be giving of myself to other people, as you did. You're the same way. You've been through a deep struggle too. But I'll write my book, and hopefully I'll be able to mentor women and be with women with cancer and do what I can, and to show them, I know you can't see it now, but you will come back, and you'll come back. And I'm much stronger now.
Yeah, we both have had the opportunity to kind of help a couple women, some women, and one in particular that was at the beginning of her journey, and or at least midpoint, beginning, and it's definitely important to to help them push through at that moment when you think, I can't go anymore, I don't know how I'm going to get through this next session or this next treatment, and to keep pushing forward. And we've both worked on that together, and you've supported our people that we help in an amazing way, and offered love and support, and it's just great to have you to be a part of that. Like I've said, I don't know where Cancer Families is going. I know that we need to, actually, let me correct, I know where it's going. I feel like it's going to expand and grow is what I'm saying. I know we have this objective, but I feel at some point it's going to do more than what the initial objective is. Unlike any business, it will, things change, but, there's just so many people out there, so many families dealing with it, and it's interesting because that's exactly why I named it One Day at a Time. I knew it was a long name, but I couldn't think of any other way to say it, because seriously, when you have cancer, you take it one day at a time.
That's right.
It's really the best thing that you can do.
Can I get through this afternoon?
Exactly. So, well, I want to thank you so much for being with us and for, sharing your story. And it's been a delight to have you. Yeah. And I hope we see you again. And I look forward to the things that we're going to be doing together to help families.
Yes, we'll do a lot.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.